Hey, y'all, picture Thesa's small-town courtroom in Jeffersonville, Alabama. The kind with creaky wooden benches and flickering lights, where folks come to settle their disputes, thinking justice is blind. That's what I thought too, until I saw Deputy John Carter lose it, smacking Judge Henry Jackson right across the face in front of everybody. It wasn't just a slop hit, it was the sound of a whole rotten system cracking wide open. I'm telling you, that day in courtroom 3C started like any other. I was there, just a local reporter named Sarah Tate, scribbling notes for the Jeffersonville Herald, expecting another boring juvenile case. A 15-year-old kid, Maya Johnson, got hauled in for disorderly conduct. Her crime? Staring too long at Carter while waiting for her bus. I mean, come on, a black girl can't even look at a cop without catching a charge? Judge Jackson, this quiet, steady black man who's been on the bench forever, was flipping through Maya's file, his glasses catching the light, and you could tell he was already smelling something off. He's seen Carter's name before too many times, always tied to black kids, always the same vague charges, threatening behavior, failure to comply. It's like Carter had a script he kept recycling. Carter struts in, all 6 feet 4 inches of him, uniform starched to death, badge gleaming like he's God's gift to law enforcement. He's got this smirk, like he owns the room, and when he locks eyes with Judge Jackson, there's this flicker disrespect, plain as day. Your Honor, he drawls, not even pretending to care about protocol. This girl was giving me attitude, staring me down like she was ready to start something. Judge Jackson, calm as ever, leans forward. Deputy, you're saying a 95-pound teenager threatened you with her eyes? The room got real quiet, like everyone knew we were about to see something big. See, Judge Jackson ain't just any judge. He grew up in the rough part of Birmingham, watched his mom fight for a restraining order against his dad, stood in courtrooms as a kid feeling invisible. That's why he's here, in family court, fighting for kids like Maya who don't have a voice. He's got this photo on his desk, him, his wife, and their son, all smiling, and next to it, a tiny gavel engraved with "Justice starts with listening." That's his thing. He listens, really listens, and he don't scare easy. Carter, though? He's not used to being questioned, especially not by a black man in a robe. He starts squirming as Jackson digs in. Describe this attitude, Deputy. What did she do exactly? Carter's voice gets tight. She held her head up, stared too long, didn't look away when I told her to move. Maya's mom, Lisa, sitting in the front row, grips her daughter's hand so hard her knuckles turn white. Lisa's got this folder: school awards, doctor's notes about Maya's anxiety, but it's like Carter's already decided she's a problem. Then it gets worse. Jackson asks, "How many kids you cited like this, Deputy? How many were black?" Carter's face goes red, and he snaps, "I don't keep track of color, but these kids in that neighborhood, they got a cultural problem with authority." Oh, man, you could hear the air get sucked out the room. "These kids," he said, "like Maya and every other black teenager, was born to cause trouble." I'm typing so fast my fingers hurt, knowing this is bigger than a local story. That's when Emily Harper, the judge's clerk, slides him a file. Emily's been digging for months, piecing together Carter's cases: dozens of black kids, same charges, same excuses. But there's one case that haunts her, a 16-year-old named Jamal Carter, no relation, shot dead 2 years back. Official report said he was armed and dangerous, but Emily found a leaked bodycam video. Jackson nods, and Emily plays it on the courtroom screen. It's grainy, shaky, but clear enough. Jamal, hands up, begging, "I didn't do nothing. I'm just going home." Carter's voice on the tape, cold as ice, subject reaching for a weapon. But there's no weapon, just a kid with a backpack, dead in a parking lot. The room's dead silent, except for Lisa Johnson crying softly. Carter's standing there, pale as a ghost, muttering about context and split-second decisions. But Jackson ain't having it. "You shot an unarmed boy, lied about it, and used his death to scare other kids into submission," he says, voice like steel. Carter's unraveling, shouting, "You people always make it about race. It's about respect. There it is, you people." I'm shaking, writing this down, knowing this is going to hit the front page. Then it happens. Carter steps toward the bench, screaming, "Who do you think you are, sitting up there acting all high and mighty?" And before anyone can move, His hand flies out crack, right across Jackson's face. Time stops. Jackson doesn't flinch, just turns back, cheek red, eyes burning with this quiet fire. "Let the record show," he says, voice steady. Deputy Carter just assaulted a judge after confessing to murder. Security's rushing in, but Jackson holds up a hand, stopping them. Emily pulls up another Fillion audio clip from a bar, Carter bragging to his buddy. "That Jamal kid learned his lesson. Keeps the others in line." The courtroom's a powder keg now. FBI agents, yeah, they've been tipped off. Storm in, cuffs out. "John Carter, you're under arrest for civil rights violations and murder," the lead agent says. Carter's legs buckle, and he's let out, badge dull under the lights. After that, everything moved fast. The feds raided precincts, arrested Carter's boss, and put 30 officers on leave. Maya's charges? Dropped. Jackson set up a review board to dig into every case. Carter touched 50 kids, some as young as 12. Lisa and Maya went home, stronger, with Maya telling her friends to speak up. A garden got planted outside the courthouse for Jamal, a place where folks could grieve and hope. Jackson? He got offered a Supreme Court seat, but turned it down. "Work's not done here," he told me later, pointing to kids' drawings on his wall. That slap woke up a whole town, maybe a whole country. Carter's doing 20 years now, but it's bigger than him. It's about a system that let him hunt kids for years. I keep thinking about Jackson, standing tall, taking that hit, and not breaking. That's what justice looks like when it refuses to back down. So, what do y'all think? When does standing up to someone like Carter matter most? Drop it in the comments, share this story, and let's talk about what justice really means where you're at.